Okay, this is how glue is made from animal byproducts. Whether you hunt or butcher an animal, a lot of the times the foreleg is just wasted. That's because there's not much meat in it, but there's an awful lot of sinew. So what you're going to want to do is to skin down the foreleg. Now there's a lot of other parts of the animal that you can be used as well, but this is, like I said, normally wasted, so this is a good place to start with. So there I've skinned out the foreleg and separated out the sinew strands. Now I'm keeping them for something else, either string, bowstring, or to cover my bow. They're also used for sewing and all sorts of. They're amazingly strong. Once they're broken down, they're amazingly strong fibre. And that leaves me with the hoof, which goes straight in the pot of boiling water. Any little sinew scraps that you're not going to use for anything too short, or that you don't want to deal with otherwise, they can go straight in there as well. And like I said, from any other part of the animal that's normally going to be wasted, you can render down the sinew scraps as well and start making some glue. So what's going to happen here, I'm just going to boil for many hours. In fact, it'll probably take me a couple of days to make a batch of glue. And the heat from the boiling water just breaks up the sinews and probably the cartilage. I'm not sure exactly what is broken down, but anyway, just boiling it will release the glue from the hoof. Okay, after many hours of boiling down, and I've added rainwater a couple of times, it's getting to the point where it's got some thick. What I'm doing here, I've got some oil floating to the top. I don't know if you can see that in the spoon, but if you want, save that, because it's a really good leather preservative. You just skim it off the top, and you can deal with it later. Okay, and I've got to put some more water in it. Keep boiling. Alrighty, been boiling down for about, I would say, 7 hours. To the point now where I want to filter out this batch of water and start removing the moisture from it and turning it into glue. As it was boiling, I kept adding rainwater and just over and over and over again. It's a long process. It's not hard. It's just time consuming. Okay. So there's a few other bits and pieces in here. I'll get them on the next run around if I miss them in this one. What I'm going to do is what I'm pulling out here, the hooves and whatever else I got in here. I'm going to do a second boiling of them to make sure I get all the glue out of them. So, alright, so that's ready. I'm going to put a filter on this, and the filter is actually just an old t-shirt. junk there. That's normal. Okay, and now it's got to probably wait a little while for that to strain through, and then I'm good. Then I can start boiling down the mixture again until it gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and eventually I'll make glue. Alright, after you've boiled it down for many hours, it'll start to thicken up, and you'll notice like a skin forming on the top. That's about the time when I pour it into some non-stick containers of some sort. Looks kind of nasty. It's just the skin. Okay, now I'm just going to leave it and let it set up just overnight. This is cold out here, so it'll set up nicely, and then tomorrow I'll cut it into slices and dry it out. Okay, so the glue, it's actually jello, I guess, has firmed up, gelled, I guess, and that's it there. This is probably actually the hardest part of making it, apart from just long-term boiling. The trick is to dry this out as quickly as possible, and at the same time keep it cool. And the reason for that is that the moisture content in the glue, it will actually spoil very quickly in warmer temperatures. So yeah, it's simple matter. Cut thin strips, and dry it out as quickly as possible. Another thing you want to watch out for is critters like to eat this. It's very tasty to them, so keep it somewhere where dogs and rats and whatever else can't get to it. It's kind of handy. It's handy to have the glue in little pieces as well. It'll dry quicker, and when you do need to use it, you don't have to use such a large piece. You know, because you've got to use this, you have to put water in it again, rehydrate it. So if you only need a little bit of glue, you use a little piece of it. And now it's just a matter of waiting for it to dry. I think I mentioned this before, but ideal time to do this is when it's cold, and dry, preferably, maybe with a bit of breeze blowing through, and that will dry them out a lot quicker. And I think also, like I said, if it's warm and they're not drying quickly enough, they'll get a rot. Anyway, they'll start to deteriorate and rot away, and once that starts happening, the glue is wasted. Kind of how they feel at the moment, like little pieces of rubber. And I'm thinking, if you can't cut it pretty much the way I have, then you probably need to take a bit more moisture out of it by boiling. When I was boiling, first the bubbles started getting really thick, and then I reduced heat, and then I kept going until the skin got on the top of the started to form on the top of the glue.